A sink got rebuilt for one actor. Not adjusted, rebuilt, on set, by a carpenter because the man standing in front of it is 190 centimeters tall and the original fixture made the shot physically impossible. That's the kind of detail Rabbit News Hallyu exists to dig into, because it usually means someone cared more about a scene than the schedule allowed for. The actor is Zhang Linghe. The scene is a kiss against a bathroom sink, released July 20th in behind-the-scenes footage from his new period drama, This Second Too Much. If this were a one-off, a tall actor needing custom furniture, it wouldn't be worth 8 minutes of your time. It isn't a one-off. It's at least the fourth documented instance of the same pattern, and the version most people forgot about involves a different co-star entirely, Tian Xiwei. Here's what actually happened this time. Mid-shoot, Zhang Linghe changed the blocking himself, moving his character's hand from the sink ledge to his co-star's waist because the original position was going to collide with another actor's slap landing in the same take. He also stayed fully in character through a line that translates roughly to a threat about tearing his partner apart and scattering the ashes, then broke immediately after the kiss, covering his face and pretending to be busy, visibly embarrassed. Director Zeng Qingjie has already confirmed the scene needed no retakes, one take, no editing. Those are small, verifiable facts. What most of the coverage is missing is that none of this is new behavior from him. It's a habit that goes back at least 3 productions, and it started with Tian Xiwei. Rewind to their earlier drama together. The script called for a straightforward kiss. Zhang Linghe proposed something else, that Tian Xiwei's character turn her face away first, then turn back into the kiss, and he worked out the angle, the intensity, and the breathing himself. That single choice became one of the most replayed moments of the show. Later in the same series, there's a kiss against a broken window, shot in one take with the actors given room to improvise. Tian Xiwei tore at the paper covering the window mid-scene, unscripted, and it read as the emotional break the story needed. Neither of those was in a shot list. Both came from the actors, with Zhang Linghe driving the blocking. That's 2 data points. Here's the third. On Cherry Amber, rehearsal footage shows him proposing and directing the kiss scene with co-star Zhao Jinmai before the crew had even set up the shot, walking her through it like he was staging it, not just performing it. And on Phoenix Returns, there's a 45-second sequence with Lin Yun that's been described as choreographed down to the second, a kiss on the cheek that turns into a kiss on the mouth, a pull into an embrace, a full turn built around a 21-centimeter height difference. Fans called it smooth like an assembly line. Off camera, he's the one shown coaching her through the physical beats before the take, patiently walking her through proximity and eye contact until the timing worked. For productions. For different co-stars. For different directors signing off on it. Same actor, same instinct, treat the intimate scene as a design problem, not a moment to just get through. But here's the detail that actually explains why this keeps happening, and it's not about romance at all. Chinese television productions don't have a standardized intimacy coordination role the way a lot of Western sets now do. There's no industry-wide job description for the person who plans blocking, breathing, and physical safety in a kiss or love scene. In practice, that job often falls to whoever on set is most comfortable taking it, sometimes a director, sometimes an assistant director, and on these for sets, apparently an actor. That's not a scandal. It's a structural gap in how the industry handles a specific kind of scene, and Zhang Linghe appears to be one of a small number of actors who stepped into it consistently enough that directors now seem to expect it from him rather than plan around him. For his career, that's not a small thing. Actors who get typecast as the one who's good at chemistry often end up locked into romance leads for years, which can be lucrative but also narrowing, the kind of specialization that pays well early and boxes you in later. It also plays directly into how modern C-drama promotion works. This Second Too Much has already generated real ad revenue tied to its promotional cycle, and the sync scene alone was cut, clipped, and pushed across platforms within hours of release, ahead of most of the show's actual plot being discussed anywhere. Whether that's a byproduct of good acting or a deliberate marketing hook is genuinely up for debate, and it's worth sitting with both readings rather than picking the more dramatic one by default. Some critics covering the show have said outright that it leans on kiss scenes to drive buzz at the expense of plot discussion, a fair note, and one that lines up with a broader complaint about this drama specifically feeling more like an extended short-form clip reel than a full period piece, right down to its heavy use of AI-generated opening visuals and softened, over-filtered cinematography. There's also a fan culture layer worth naming honestly. Online, he's been nicknamed something close to the intimacy scene director, and the framing from fans has consistently been comparative. Other actors follow the blocking they're given, he designs his own. That's a compliment about craft, not a claim about anything happening off-camera between him and any of his co-stars, and it's worth being precise about that distinction, because it's easy for his hands-on with blocking to get flattened into something it isn't. The fan shorthand tends to blur the line between admiring a performer's technical control and reading intention into a scene that was, by every confirmed account, a directed piece of craft. Zoom out, and this connects to a bigger conversation in the industry right now. As more C-dramas get marketed through short, vertical clips rather than full episode viewing, individual scenes are increasingly built, consciously or not, to work as standalone moments that don't need context to land. A kiss scene that survives being clipped out of the episode and still lands emotionally is worth more to a marketing team than one that only makes sense with everything around it intact. If actors are the ones filling the gap left by the absence of formal intimacy coordination, then what looks like one actor's personal quirk might actually be an early, informal version of a role the industry hasn't officially created yet, closer to a specialist function than a personality trait, even though it currently gets talked about as the latter. There's a casting angle worth raising here too, carefully. For separate productions choosing to hand him this kind of creative control isn't necessarily coincidence. It could suggest that directors and producers now factor this specific skill into how they cast romance-heavy roles, the same way a production might factor in someone's stunt training or dance background. That's speculation dressed in the cautious language it deserves, not a confirmed studio strategy, but it's a reasonable read of a pattern this consistent across this many sets. If it holds, it points to something quietly shifting in how Chinese television values actors, not just for their screen presence, but for a kind of behind-the-scenes craft input that used to be treated as purely the director's job. It also helps explain why this keeps traveling internationally rather than staying a domestic fandom topic. Audiences outside China who don't follow C-drama production culture closely tend to read these clips as pure chemistry, without the context that a lot of what they're watching was engineered, scene by scene, by one of the two people in it. That gap between what international viewers assume they're seeing and what actually happened on set is exactly the kind of detail worth surfacing before the next clip goes viral without any of this context attached to it. None of that requires reading anything into what's happening between the actors personally. The pattern is about craft and process, repeated, verifiable, confirmed by more than one director across more than one production, not about what anyone involved feels about anyone else. That's worth saying plainly, because it's the part most coverage skips past on the way to the more sensational read, and it's exactly the kind of shortcut this channel tries not to take. So the sync wasn't really the story. It was the entry point into something that's been building across for projects and at least 3 years, an actor who's quietly become one of the go-to names in C-drama for a job the industry hasn't formally created yet, working with co-stars from Tian Xiwei to Zhao Jinmai to Lin Yun to now Wang Churan, one different blocked scene at a time. Whether that becomes a defined role in Chinese television production, or just stays a reputation attached to one actor, is the part worth watching from here. If you're the kind of viewer who wants the pattern behind the clip, not just the clip, Rabbit News Hallyu is built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just the news cycle.